Up a little bit? Okay. You look marvelous. Welcome. Brigette and Michael wanted me very much to thank you so much for coming to this important occasion. It's swell for them to have all of you, some of the very most important people in their lives, to be here with them to witness this incredible ceremony. I'm Carl Lutz. I will be officiating. Brigette and Cooper asked me to do it. And the state of Illinois, for some reason, thinks I'm an ordained minister, which I actually am. And so I am authorized to do it. I'm supposed to introduce the couple. I think that most people know the couple, but I'll try to give you some perspectives of my own. Most of these are my own. Bridget obviously gave me a few things that I'm supposed to say, and that'll probably be obvious when it happens too. Probably most of you know that Michael and Bridget met while they were at Northwestern Law School, just a little bit down the road here. I was teaching there at that time, and so that's how I got to know them. They were in some classes together at Northwestern, and I'm sure that Michael became aware of Bridget. I don't know about vice versa, but I'm told the first class they took together was a tax class. Bridget tells me that she got an A+ in the class, and that Michael received a, excuse me, Michael received, all right. And yeah, an A+ is rarely given. It's an incredible grade. And I'm willing to stipulate that if they were in class together, that Bridget got better grades than Michael, but you know. But yes, Bridget says, but make sure to mention I got an A+ in tax and Michael didn't. So now we flash forward to second semester, third year of law school. The law school has this program, it's called ITP, or International Travel Project. The idea is that Northwestern students can travel to a country and do group research projects on topics of their choice. The students form these groups, they select a topic, they set up interviews with people on the ground in the particular country, academics, government officials, business people, lawyers, NGOs, and others, and then they write a paper and make a class presentation. I was leading a trip to Brazil that year, and Bridget and Cooper both signed up for that particular trip along with 23 others. Katie, and I think that Nick is here, I'm not sure. They were also on the trip. Anyway, it turns out that on this trip, and I know some of you know some of this because I've even heard some whispers in the crowd, you might say they got to know each other a bit better and actually became kind of a couple of note. And the relationship has grown since that time, resulting in our gathering here today. Now, how did they become a couple of note, at least to a lot of us? Well, there was this group dinner that we were having in Brazil, and as customary for me, I head back to my hotel very quickly after dinner, full understanding that there may be some activities after I head back to the hotel. What the students do is up to them. I'm merely their academic advisor. As far as I'm concerned, just get your work done, show up for all required appointments, and please, don't get in jail or have any trouble with the authorities or anything like that. Well, I later learned that there was some things that happened that night. Apparently, Bridget and Michael ended up on one of the Brazil beaches, and they were mugged, attacked, and well, I heard somebody tell me today that that's how you cemented your relationship, but we'll get back to that. Nobody was hurt. Michael was able to recover his wallet. Not surprising, Michael gets things done. But ask yourself, what are Michael and Bridget doing on the beach during the wee hours of the morning? Well, apparently, after I left, Bridget and Michael go to a club, and Michael in his own way is kind of putting some relatively aggressive moves on Bridget. Bridget, of course, being Bridget, is not going to respond in kind. But as Michael would say, she was sending some of the right signals, so things could perhaps be moving it on. So it's not a complete coincidence that they ended up on the beach. Now, I think they were discussing their group project on the beach. Others may have a different view. In fact, Bridget wants me to make it clear to you that nothing happened that night on the beach between the two of them. Lutz, nothing happened. Bridget, no problem. Too much information. Lutz, nothing happened. And even last week, Lutz, nothing happened. Okay. Anyway, we get back to law school for the final term. By now, it's pretty obvious that they're pretty good friends. They're in one of my classes. They show up together. They leave together. You can tell that there's kind of something going on a little bit. Not really dating, I guess, whatever that means these days. But they do decide to skip class one day to go to a Cubs game. Now, that may not seem that crazy to you, but if you know Bridget, she doesn't skip class. So there's got to be something going on here. So I have to admit, I think to myself, Michael Cooper, Bridget Rummel. Is this a good match? Is this a logical match? Didn't seem obvious to me. There are differences. I mean, Bridget, I can understand why Michael would be interested. Unbelievably attractive, brilliant, good student, hard worker, nice, all that kind of stuff. Seemed fun, a bit reserved, can't always figure out what she's thinking about, don't know what's going on up there. She's not going to show you everything, whatever. And then she likes to operate, I think, kind of in a comfort zone. Like a lot of people, she knows what she will do and things that she won't do. And then we get to Michael Cooper. When you're going to explain Michael to somebody, reserved is not the first word that you would use to describe him, I don't think. Prior to going on the trip, you get all this advice from all these people that seem to think they know a lot of things about where we're going. Michael had already been to Brazil before, so he's pretty comfortable with the place. But what they told us was they got a lot of slums in Brazil. These favelas is what they call them. And avoid them like the plague because they're dangerous. There's violence. People are getting knifed in there all the time. Well, Michael comes back one day and I see him, he's got a fresh shave and a fresh haircut, almost looking as good as he's looking today. He really looked he was pretty scruffy when he went in there. He came out, Michael, what the hell were you doing in there? He goes, well, I got a good deal. Well, how much did you pay? $5. At the group dinner the same night of the mugging, we had a problem with the dinner. All 25 of us are there for this group dinner. We're just getting together. We do a couple of days on every trip. And we all sit down and we order drinks and the drinks are served. We order a whole bunch of appetizers and we're waiting on the appetizers. All of a sudden the lights go out. Apparently there's some kind of power outage or something. And we're sitting and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. And finally we come to realize nothing's going to happen soon. So it's time to get up and leave. So Michael, as a courtesy, I believe, he's also the only one that speaks Portuguese, goes up and talks to the manager in Portuguese and explains to him that we're leaving. And the guy says, okay, I want you to pay for the drinks. I want you to pay for the hors d'oeuvres you serve. And maybe you ought to pay for the dinner because we reserved so many seats for you. And Michael, I kind of told me what he said, but you could see this going on, says, no, you got it all wrong. This was a special dinner just for us. And you screwed it up. And we're really angry. And we're not paying you anything. Well, this Brazil manager, I don't know that many Brazilians, but he was not going to take this sitting down. So pretty soon the conversation elevated. It got louder. I don't want to say screaming at each other, but it's awfully damn loud. This guy's really taking these positions. And Michael's there, right back at him. I'm not going to take this going down. So this thing continued for quite a while. I'm going, oh my God, this is going to get ugly. I'm looking around for the exit, looking around for some authorities, looking for some help someplace. And all of a sudden it comes to an end. Michael has prevailed. We leave having paid nothing. That's Michael Cooper. He gets things done. Still in Rio, I learned that Michael took a group out one day on a hang gliding trip. These guys are jumping off of cliffs into nothingness with something with them. And I said, okay, was Bridget on that trip? No. What was Bridget doing? Oh, the usual, shopping in the beach. No surprise there. So we got Coop, okay? Great guy, obviously, adventuresome, sometimes opinionated, straight up, no nonsense guy, take charge guy, street smart, a leader by force of personality. Might do a lot of things Bridget wouldn't do. And then there's kind of the obvious, which probably everybody's going to talk about, but lots of talks about everything. So Michael's this really Jewish guy from St. Louis, and Bridget's this really Catholic girl from Chicago suburb. Is this going to work? Different backgrounds, different cultural stuff, difference in style. Was this a good match? Well, then something happened, and it's a really small thing at the time, but I just remember it like it happened yesterday. We're at graduation. Michael has taken his mother and sister on a tour of the law school, Rosemary and Lori. And he stops by my office and he leaves for a while so that we can just chat a bit. Now, I got to tell you, I can't remember anything that we talked about. But I had this distinct impression, this is Michael Cooper's family? It just wasn't something that I knew about the guy. How important family was to him, how important he was to his family. And I kind of sensed all that from Bridget and her extended family here. So maybe there's something there that I don't really understand. There's some attitudes, some feelings about other people, about relationships, about the importance of family. And starting at that time, and again, I don't know if anybody noticed last night, I was just sitting around kind of watching everybody, and I could see the same thing, I could feel the same thing. Relationships are important. Family's important. These are two people that will work hard to make a relationship work. So now I get it. I've come to realize that Michael's really is a guy who would work hard to make important relationships work. So Bridget, I get it now. The guy's a keeper. He is. And Michael, beyond Bridget's obvious attributes or positive attributes, I've come to believe that she does and will continue to play an important role in grounding you. I mean, seriously, kind of like an anchor that will keep you, on the right path, on the right beam. So here we are today. Okay, now we're going to have a couple of readings. The first one was selected by Bridget. It is, I'm told, the traditional Irish wedding blessing. It will be read by Bridget's uncle and godfather, David Kimes. David?
Well, thanks, Bridget and Michael, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. So, the Irish blessing. May your mornings bring joy and your evenings bring peace. May your troubles grow few as your blessings increase. May the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest day of your past. May your hands be forever clasped in friendship and your hearts joined forever in love. Your lives are very special, and God has touched you in many ways. May his blessings rest upon you and fill all your coming days. May joy and peace surround you both, contentment latch your door, and happiness be with you, and God bless you evermore. May you live your life with trust and nurture lifelong affection. May your lifelong dreams come true for you, move ever that direction. May love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's passing seasons bring the best to you and yours. In good times and bad times, in sickness and health, may you know that riches aren't needed for wealth. May each other face problems you will meet on your way. God bless this couple who marry today. May you find peace of mind comes to all who are kind. May the rough times ahead become triumphs in time. May your children be happy each day. God bless this family who started today. As you go, may you know every love that was shown, and as life gets shorter, may your feelings grow. Wherever you travel, wherever you stay, God bless this couple who marry today.
Thank you for selecting that, Bridget, and thanks for the reading. Our second reading has been selected by Michael. It's a love poem, Sonnet 17, written by Pablo Neruda, a Chilean poet. It will be read by Michael's cousins, Jonathan Scheinberg and Jael Rogers.
Ready? I don't love you as if you were a rose of salt, topaz, or hour of carnations that propagate fire. I love you as one loves certain obscure things, secretly, between the shadow and the soul.
I love you as the planet that does not bloom but carries the light of those flowers hidden within itself, and thanks to your love, the tight aroma that arose from the earth lives dimly in my body.
I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you directly without problems or pride. So I love you because I know no other way.
Where I does not exist, nor you, so close that your hand upon my chest is mine, so close that your eyes close with my dreams.
Before we proceed to the really important stuff, I have an announcement and then an explanation. The announcement is immediately when we're done here, immediate family will stick around here. What? Extended family, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. Got it. Extended family will stick around for pictures, and the rest of us will head back over the bridge to Cafe Brauer for some drinks and stuff like that until they get done and we get other things going. Obviously, dinner and more will follow there. An explanation. Near the conclusion of our ceremony, there will be a traditional breaking of a glass, a Jewish tradition. The breaking of the glass will occur immediately after we complete our official marriage business and declare the legal effect of what we are doing. The breaking of the glass is something that Michael very much wanted to do as part of this wedding ceremony, and Brigette consented. So what is this traditional breaking of the glass all about? Well, I've done a fair amount of reading about this, and I can find as many reasons for it as you can possibly think about. So it has a lot of meanings and perhaps can mean some different things to different people. But Brigette and Michael told me that there's really three things about this tradition that they wanted to emphasize here today. First, they're going to break the glass together. The fact they'll break the glass together is a reminder they will work through the things that they will encounter together. They believe that the ups and downs of their relationship, the challenges, the successes, the disappointments are best handled together. They will break the glass together. Secondly, the breaking of the glass will mean to them the breaking down of cultural barriers. People that may have come from different backgrounds, that may have been exposed to different religions, this breaking of the glass will be a breaking down of those cultural barriers. And third, the breaking of the glass has to do with the fact that it will break, and I hope it will break. I don't know how these things work, and I don't know what kind of glass you got or whatever. It suggests that much in life is fragile, including human relationships. The breaking of the glass is an acknowledgement, a recognition that relationships can be fragile. But with that acknowledgement, with that recognition, there also comes the hope and even the expectation that this relationship, this marriage, will be less fragile than the glass. And this human relationship will not break, but will flourish and become stronger and more unbreakable with each passing day. One more thing about the breaking of the glass. Some people believe that when they break the glass, that the number of pieces that they will able to break it into will equal or will be the minimum number of years that this relationship will last. So I think we're all hoping that they stomp on this thing for a really long time. Okay. We're going to now proceed to official business. Wedding rings, wedding vows, declarations of intent. My pronouncement is to legal effect of what we're doing, breaking of the glass, maybe some kissing, and the recessional. The rings. Paul, did you deliver the ring?
first.
Bridget, you first. Please repeat after me. I, Bridget Rummel, take you, Michael Cooper,
I, Bridget Rummel, take you, Michael Cooper,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Michael. I, Michael Cooper, take you, Bridget Rummel,
I, Michael Cooper, take you, Brigette Rummel,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Michael, you take Bridget to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Bridget, you take Michael to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
By the power vested in me by the state of Illinois, I'm happy to present them as husband and wife. You may break the glass and perhaps do some kissing. It is my sincere honor and pleasure to present to you Michael and Bridget, husband and wife.